What's up, Goat Talk family? We back with a special episode, man. We got my boy Quan, my boy Mark, my boy Real, Goat Picks with Real, as y'all may know. We do the prediction videos together. So, tonight we're gonna break down this finals. We got the Miami Heat and we got the Denver Nuggets, man. So, I want to start with the man with all the notes, man. I want to see what my man thinking. Hey, Mark, man, you got all the notes, man. Let me hear what's on them notes, man.
Man, so here's what I've gathered. I was talking about trash today with one of our other buddies. Man, Denver in six is a scratch, man. I don't know if I'm going that hard yet, man. But it's a lot of great things going on, man. Denver, they're the third largest favorite in this finals in the last 4 years, bro. On top of that, man, you got Jimmy Butler having one of the best career playoff seasons that he's ever had, man. So, man, it's really up for grabs, man. I think the bench players, the role players are going to come down to it, man. These star players are who they are, but I think whoever wins the battle of the bench, I think that's going to who wins the finals. But it's a toss up right now. After game one, I'll give a better prediction.
Got you. I got you. What you got, Quan?
Oh man, I gotta go. As of right now, I feel the same after game one. I do got Denver winning game one. I mean that's been the trend throughout the whole playoff series, even with the first game with LA, even though they was down, they came back from the 21 point deficit. Um and I feel like Vegas is kind of feeling that same way too, because it's low key disrespectful, but kind of understandable at the same time. Because last time I checked, I think they had the spread at 8.5 or 9, and that's just kind of
Mm-hmm.
crazy for any type of finals game for the spread to be that large. But with Denver track history, the first game of each series, they've been doing a little bit of damage, except for LA. I think they won that one by 6, I believe. But yeah, after game one, I'll be able to see. I'm ready to see what type of adjustments the Heat make, because I feel like they did great adjustments, a great Boston, and they had some luck along the way with Jason Tatum. But I'm ready to see. I think it's gonna be a good series.
Okay. Okay. Well, my boy Real, because I got my breakdown. What you feeling, Real?
Listen, man, Henry Butler's gonna, do his thing. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, the Nuggets, man, they are a juggernaut team. You know what I'm saying? You got Jokic holding it down, averaging a triple double. That last series, you got Jamal Murray. He in his bag, man. Jamal Murray is a top tier point guard in the league. You know what I'm saying? Got to give respect when respect is due. But the Heat, you know what I'm saying, what they have that the Lakers didn't have in the last series is a bench. You know what I'm saying? Lakers did have a bench, but they didn't show up. The Heat bench and the Heat starting five, you know, Bam can play 1 through 5. So him guarding Joker on the perimeter and whatever is not gonna be an issue. Him guarding anybody else on that perimeter is not gonna be an issue. Caleb Martin is that dude, you know what I'm saying? He been balling all series, man. I highly believe, you know what I'm saying, he could have won MVP for the Eastern Conference, you feel me, besides Jimmy Butler. He could have definitely took that up for grabs. So Gabe Vincent, Kyle Lowry, he's a champion. Kevin Love's a champion. This Heat team been to the finals, 2-3 years ago. So not the same team, but Jimmy Butler been there. Duncan Robinson been there. Tyler Hero was there too, but he's not playing. But this is a good Heat team, man. This is gonna be a good matchup. I do have the Heat covering the +8. I do have the Heat covering the 8 points. I mean, I know Denver go crazy at home and cover, but I do got the Heat covering 8 points game one tomorrow.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna go. I guess y'all can give me feedback of what y'all think I'm about to say, because I got a lot to say. But for the most part, I feel like this going 7. I know most people say 5, 4, maybe 6. I think it's gonna go 7, and the reason why I believe we can still win in Denver. I actually do. Just because I feel like we have a better coach. I feel like if he come out and out game plan Malone, then we straight the first game. That's all we need to do.
Mm-hmm.
And because Malone not a coach that make crazy adjustment in games either. So we got to remember that he make his adjustments game by game. That's what I believe. That's what I seen all year from him. And also, like, I just feel like we should do what most teams didn't do to Jokic, which is pressure him when he get the rebound and he want to run fast break. Pressure him. He's not a ball handler. Make him get the ball out of his hand, pass it to somebody else like quick, instead of him going down the court being a playmaker, facilitator. And I also want to see how effective our zone defense can be, because if it's effective, then I feel like we'll win the series for sure. But it's going to be interesting to see, because Jokic is a big that can stand in the middle and get the ball and make the right passes. So it's interesting to see how that zone going to affect Denver. But I feel like if we stay home with the shooters, then we should be able to, make this a series, not, go out in 4 or 5. So it's just kind of interesting to see with the matchups. Like, I'm not looking for Caleb Martin to start game 1. This is me personally. I'm looking at either Kevin Love to come in, maybe, and that's probably just Kevin Love come back in the lineup, just to guard, just to have 2 big guys, somebody for Gordon, and and I feel like the other guy going to play too. I forgot the center name.
You don't have me.
No.
Cody.
I forgot bro name, man.
You talking about
Cody?
You talking about that young cat, right?
Cody Zeller.
Yeah, Zeller. I feel like he'll play a little bit he'll play more this series because it fit, because we need bodies for Jokic.
I was just about to say that, because I feel like it'll get real tricky if Bam get into foul trouble. Then who's gonna be?
Yeah.
Right.
I guess not even that one person who will be that committee to try to slow him down, especially if Bam get in foul trouble.
Right.
Yeah.
So I feel like as long as we stay home and we start Jokic, I feel like we got the depth at the guard position to be able to slow Murray down. We may not stop him fully, but I feel like we can slow him down more than what LA did.
Yeah, y'all got a lot of guys y'all can throw at him.
So we got a lot of bodies we can throw at him, like Caleb Martin. He's a dog on defense. We got Vincent. He's definitely a dog on defense. So we got a lot of thick bodies to throw at him, like Kyle Lowry. He a thick body to throw at him. Pause, but yeah, he a thick body to throw at him. But I feel like we straight, man. If we slow down Jamal Murray, Jokic can do whatever. We're not worrying about Aaron Gordon shooting threes, clearly, because he don't want to do that. Then and make sure we start Michael Porter Jr. for rebounding. That's going to be huge, because he rebounded the hell out of that basketball against the Lakers.
Yeah, you can't let him get to going with that jump shot either.
And if he passes the ball, I mean, that's what killed the Lakers. I mean, typically for him, the ball gets to him and it sticks, and he's throwing up a terrible shot. But against the Lakers, he was kicking it to the extra man in the corner. So if he keeps doing that, I mean, great ball movement.
And then slow down Bruce. If we could slow him down for coming in and impacting the game, that'd be huge too, because he will come in and impact the game. And to piggyback off what you say, Real, Tyler Hero is expected to come back game 3.
Okay.
Now. They're saying he might come back game 3, but I wouldn't insert him in the lineup yet. I feel like he'll mess up the chemistry, because them boys is balling. You don't want to mess up nothing. I feel like if we bring him back and get in, it got to be one of them games where we down. Like maybe it's an elimination game, and we bring him for a spark off the bench or something.
Yeah.
I don't want to bring him back, because I feel like that'll mess up.
He looked good though. I mean, he looked like he's ready to go.
Yeah, he looked good. He looked good. But then again, I say it may mess us up, but then again, our guys so unselfish, it might not even mess up nothing.
Well,
who y'all think will be the X factor for the Heat in this series, man? Or at least for game 1.
I think it goes down to Caleb Martin again. I mean,
Caleb Martin.
It shows nobody's had an answer for him at all this playoff. I mean, you think that guy will cool off? I mean, I live in Charlotte, so I mean, you see that guy play for the Hornets, and I mean, he had a pretty decent career here,
right?
But he wasn't consistent like he is. I mean, game 7,
right?
What? That man was a dog.
So my X factor might be laughable, but I think for game one, I got Duncan Robinson for game one.
Duncan Robinson for game one.
Yeah, come in hitting threes and try to play D. Hopefully.
I feel you. I got Bam because Bam gonna have to.
He gonna have to work.
Bam definitely got to put up points and defend. You know what I'm saying, the rim. Even though he's not really much of a rim protector, but I feel like he got to get on them boards. You know, he got to see the ball going to basket, man, so he can get himself early. Because game 7, he wasn't a threat offensively, but I feel like if he get going early, man, I think he'll do something. You know what I'm saying? Maybe get a double-double. I think they definitely gonna need him to put some points up. He's gonna have to put some points up, man. Just playing defense ain't just gonna get it done. He can score, you know what I'm saying? He need to do that. So I think it's him for game one at least.
Man, it's hard to say for me. I'm just gonna throw a wild card out there just to be somewhat different. I feel like if Kevin Love can give them some type of consistent spark when it comes to even being at the 3 or just being a body down there to bang for some boards. I feel like if he can try to help take some of that pressure off of Bam and kind of help spread that offense, spread the floor more, I feel like it could be somewhat a great advantage for Miami, especially game one.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm a little shocked in y'all though, especially the Heat fan on the call. Like nobody mentioned Udonis. Like, and I'm not trying to be. I'm not joking by any means necessary. But
Right.
you got to think about it. He's got history of playing against guys. He played with Shaq. He knows how to defend those big guys. And so when you talking to Bam and you talking to Omer and you talking to Jovic and Kevin Love, that guy's gonna give you better insights on how to stop Joker because this dude's averaging a triple-double for the playoffs.
Yeah,
Like if you don't stop him, he's gonna win the series. But I feel like Udonis is there for a reason to be the coach, help those guys in those situations. That's my second X factor for the entire series. If we're looking at it, is how he can coach those guys off the court to better stop Joker and help, create a game plan to stop him, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I might be tripping, man. Y'all let me know.
Yeah, but I also agree with Real about Bam, right? So this is the thing with that matchup, Bam and Jokic. I feel like Bam probably can work Jokic if he's aggressive. Like AD definitely could work him, but AD was just not being aggressive. But if Bam on his game, because Bam quicker than him, of course. He's not the typical big you got. He can run. He can run the floor. He can ball handle, pass not as good as Jokic, but he can pass with the best. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we're going to work Jokic on defense. We're going to do – that's why I believe in Coach Spo. I know we're going to do a lot that most teams not going to do because, our little dribble handoffs we do, they do dribble handoffs too. But the difference between our dribble handoff and their dribble handoff, we got a bid that can defend.
Mm-hmm.
They don't got a bid that can defend that or help. Like if he step up to help, they going around him because he's so slow. And if he fall back and be lazy like how he normally be, that's an open 3 because Miami is hitting 3s. So I feel like we have to work Jokic on offense. On offense to be successful. Because if we let him rest and take plays off, then of course he's gonna kill me. He got the ball because he rested. But I'm looking for Bam to work. I'm looking for Bam to be more aggressive. I'm looking for Bam to just come out because it's kind of hard to say, oh, he wasn't aggressive with Boston. He was, but Al Horford, they can move. Mm-hmm. They can move with their feet. Robert Williams, he damn sure can move his feet. Mm-hmm. Let's not forget he was up for Defensive Player of the Year 2 last year. He was an all-defensive player. He protected paint well, but he ain't going against that this series. He's going against Jokic. Jokic's not a rim protector at all. He's not even a defender at all. So if he attack Jokic and get him in foul trouble, which they probably won't let him get in foul trouble, but just attack him and just let him know, like, I'm here. I think Miami, they'll be all right. That's why I got them in 7. If we still won, we down sure got them.
Yeah, I agree with both of y'all, especially yeah, it's time for Bam. Gotta they pay him like 30 million a year, so he definitely gotta show his money worth. He's doing what he need to do so far. He just gotta continue and take it up a level. We in the finals now. Um, and then also I go back to the OG Udonis. Yeah, I do feel like that can be somewhat of an X factor as well, just because of that leadership. Just another basically another coach's eyes just from the bench that's able to relate with the player, especially with Jimmy. And I don't feel like Denver really have that. They do have some veterans and leadership, but I don't think none could compare to the OG. I mean, Denver does have like Jeff Green and some dudes that have playoff experience like KCP and DeAndre Jordan, but I just think that experience, smartness, and that grind that the Udonis for Miami bring is going to be somewhat of a advantage for them as well.
Right. All right. So who y'all got as the X factor for Denver?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say Aaron Gordon. I'm gonna say Aaron Gordon because what you said earlier, him shooting threes, they gonna leave him open, so he gonna have to, knock them threes down if he gonna leave him open, bro. You feel me? And then as far as like him playing defense, he can play defense. So 1 through 5, well, Miami don't have a true center, so he gonna I think he gonna do well as far as defending who he need to defend. I think they're gonna put Jimmy. I mean, they're gonna put him on Jimmy, and it's gonna be him and Jimmy. Aaron Gordon don't back down from nothing. Jimmy don't. So I feel like if anybody, it'll be Aaron Gordon for game 1.
Okay, I got KCP for the series. Just because he just been outstanding. He the reason why the Lakers won. They bubble chip. He's going if Denver end up winning, he's going to be the reason why Denver win. I think he might end up matching up with Jimmy sometimes too, just because he's aggressive. Or Caleb Martin. So he might guard him too, and he hit threes. So I feel like KCP, if he come to play and hit his shots and defend well, because he like a nagger to me. He remind me of somebody that just nag you. So if he come out there and be naggy, I got him for the whole series though. I got him for the whole series.
Whole series, okay. Okay, I got you.
Man, I'm gonna go with Jamal Murray, man. Dude's averaging 30 points in the playoffs, shooting 50, 40, 90 for the entire playoffs. You guys call Jimmy Hemi and playoff Jimmy, but Jokic and Jamal Murray are playoff superstars. I mean, they're both averaging. I think Jimmy's averaging 16, or Jamal is averaging 16.9 in the regular season, and that's up to 25.4 in the in the playoffs. And Jokic is the same way. Jokic's 20.2 points in the regular season and 27.3. But if Jamal can keep that hot streak going, I mean, those numbers and averaging 30 and still shooting those percentages, man, that's a crazy number, man. And you saw how lethal he was against the Lakers. He had that mid range, he had the drive, he defended. I just don't think anybody on the Heat can really stop him unless it's Jimmy Butler. But Jimmy can't guard him the entire game. I just think he'll get worn out. So just seeing what he does when Jimmy's not on him and the impact that he has on the game flow in general.
Okay.
For me, I'm gonna have to go back to my guy for Denver, Michael Porter Jr. I feel like with this team, with the Denver team, if he can continue to do somewhat what he did last series against LA, shooting the ball and rebounding the ball, because he had like a double. I think 3 out of those 4 games for points and rebounds. And he hasn't really been that great against Miami. It's not that much games to go off this season for Denver and Miami, but I feel like he can continue on what he did, continue to build on what he did this past previous series. I believe he definitely can help them get over Miami, especially,
Hey,
he's a first round draft pick.
I'm gonna be honest. You know how I feel about Michael Porter Jr. I feel like we're gonna punk him. I feel like we just gonna snatch his heart, bro. Because like the way we play defense and the way they're gonna let Miami play, like they're gonna actually let Miami play. Like in the Western Conference, I feel like Western Conference all
Physical.
scoring or something. Like they don't let y'all really play defense like how the Bucks and Heat series was, the Knicks and Heat series was. Like those series like way physical.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of calls that was called in the Western and like in the Western playoffs, those calls not being called in the East.
Mm-hmm.
So if the ref let us play physical basketball, we're gonna punk Michael Porter Jr., bro. We're gonna snatch his heart, bro. That's just how I feel about him. Because I think at the end of the day, he still soft. He remind me of Poole. Once the D tighten up, bro, it's over for him. He gone.
Yeah, I feel the same way too, because I always knew he was tall, but as looking at it, he's 6'10". I mean, he 218. He's not too heavy, but that's still solid. I feel like that should have been another body that they should have to worry to throw at Jokic. Like it shouldn't be as an issue as it is. Yeah, I feel the same way. He don't have that grit. Yeah, I don't know because he no offense because he light skinned or anything like that.
Hey,
But
hey, chill out, man. Chill out, man.
Mark,
I'm only got 20, man.
but yeah, that's why I said that. So I feel like if he can bring that grit, he definitely. But yeah, he saw.
yeah.
That ain't all light skinned folks though. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I agree.
Hey, so
Okay.
man, before we get out of here, I want to hear y'all serious prediction. Let the people know y'all serious prediction, and I want them to know y'all game one prediction as well, as far as the spread. Or if you got an over and under you want to throw in there, you can throw that in too.
The over is at what, 215, 219? You know how I feel, Snap. Every first game, over always hit, man. So I'm gonna take the over 219, and that's gonna be my first, strong play. But I do think Heat gonna come out and cover the spread. So I'm gonna take Heat plus 8.5.
Gotcha.
Piggyback
yeah,
off
and
that.
I got Heat in game 7. I got Heat in game 7, man.
And it's at 9 now too, so you get an
Yeah,
extra
it's
point.
at
Oh, it
9.
went 9. Okay, it went up to 9. All right, bet. So I got Heat plus 9. There we go.
Yeah. For game one, I got Denver winning just because, like, based off what I said, based off what they did so far in the playoff series. As well, they are somewhat kind of well rested versus to Miami. Um, Also for that first game, I'm gonna have to take the spread on Miami. Just like I stated, that 9 points. I don't care who we playing. It's a finals game. That's still like a great steep for me. And overall for the series, I'll probably say 6 games, and I'm gonna go with Denver. I'm not locking that in, but Denver has been pretty decent at home, pretty solid. So yeah, I'm gonna go with game 6, Denver.
Yeah, Snap made a really good point about how the pace of play is going to change with the Heat. With that being said, bro, I'm gonna take the under in game one, and probably might take the under for the whole series. For points.
The under for the whole series, Mark.
Yeah, I mean, just depending on how the game. I mean, it depends on how it changes throughout the series. But I just think it's going. I think Snap got a really good point about how the game and the pace is going to change with Miami. I think that's going to slow down the break for the Nuggets, and so I think the points are going to be. I think we're going to have a couple games under 100, which might be a little shocking, but it'll be entertaining basketball. But I'm tossing back and forth, man, because I'm just gonna say it. I'll just say Denver in 7. I don't have much confidence in that, but it could be over quick or it could be over in 7. So
Okay, so for me, let me address the idiots out here that keep talking about the mountains. I get it. It's thin, the air thin out there. But one thing y'all need to understand about the Heat culture is while most superstars run away from this team is because we got the best conditioning. Like you have to be a certain body percent to play for the Miami Heat. So you have to be well conditioned. You can't slack off during the season. You can't gain 10 pounds like Zion or 20 pounds, whatever the hell you be gaining. So we're going to be well conditioned. I feel like we're going to be straight for that. And like, I'm not factoring that in. That's what most people factoring in on YouTube. I see they rolling with Nuggets -9. So I just wanted to address those idiots that I watched earlier. So, you know, but but I'm rolling with Miami +9. The reason why, because I think Coach Spo is going to make the right adjustment. I think he's going to outgame Plan Malone. That's just what it comes down to. And I know Jimmy, he's going to come through when he need to. I think he really want this. So that's why I'm rolling with Heat in 7. I think it's our time again to win. I think Denver might, to be honest or not, like they might come out like shell shocked. Some of them players never been here before.
Mm-hmm.
Only one that really been here was KCP. So it's still a lot of pressure on Denver to make sure they win because they so heavily favored and they've been the best team all year, pretty much, other than the Bucks. So it's a lot of pressure on them. And Miami don't really got no pressure. They playing with house money, if you ask me.
Yeah,
They the AC. They don't got nothing to lose.
They don't even I don't know why, but they're already talking about the odds for next season to win the finals, and they did not have Miami nowhere in that top 5 to win the
Yeah, but I'm rolling. I normally don't do this, real. You know I don't do this. I always take the over on game 1, but I can't take it to. I'm not gonna play this. This is just a lean play. I'm gonna take the under tomorrow due to the fact that Denver like the break, but we're gonna stop the break.
Mm-hmm.
We're not gonna let them run up and down the court, getting all these easy layups and shit. That ain't happening tomorrow. If it do happen, then over gonna hit. But I'm not expecting that to happen. I'm pretty sure they're gonna put a point of emphasis on that to start the fast break. If we start the fast break, we got a chance. So I'm a roll with the under 219. I normally don't do that. I pick game 1 overs every time because teams try to fill each other out.
Mm-hmm.
But shit, it's the finals. Motherfuckers gonna be playing hard.
And Jimmy and Yep.
No, you good.
Yep.
You good. And what you about to say?
And them Heat rolling and the Nuggets cold, bro. And that's gonna be the difference, I think, in that game 1. The Heat just played 2 days ago.
Yeah, they still they got that, you know, physicality.
Yeah.
They was chilling, playing non-contact, having non-contact practices. So
yeah, it's gonna get real tomorrow.
See a Jimmy ankle hold up.
Yeah.
Man, Jimmy a dog. He don't got an ankle. He don't got an ankle. Jimmy don't got an ankle. He a dog.
Hey, we ain't worry about that. Jimmy ain't good. You see how he was walking?
Yeah, Jimmy's great. Jimmy's great.
He ain't no Jason Tatum though.
Yeah,
wow. that man turned that ankle, was done, man.
But man, we're gonna wrap this up, man. Hey, y'all heard the predictions. You know, good luck. You know, whatever side y'all choose to bet. I'm probably gonna drop another video after this, just in case. I know a lot of y'all ain't gonna watch the full video to see what we predicted for the game tomorrow. But yeah, man, we out.